What is going on, you guys? It is Eric from the Anabolic, and today I'm here to bring you the top 5 exercises for wider lats. Before we jump into this video, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that obviously there are some better exercises and more common exercises that you could be doing in place of the ones I'm about to show you, such as the pull-up, your heavy rowing exercises, weighted pull-ups, power rows, any explosive movement. Any movement you see here will be done after that, and I also didn't want to include the super common ones that you guys already know. So we're going to jump right into it, show you some new exercises, and hopefully you can implement them into your routine. First up on the list is the alternating bar lat pull down. Now, you've probably seen this in a previous video with Mike performing the exercise, but all you do is take a traditional lat pull down bar, attach it to the attachment, make sure it's a single attachment. This will work a little bit better. And what you're going to do is keep one arm fully extended while you pull down with the opposite side elbow, focusing on the contraction of the lat. And what you will do is you will alternate back and forth between the arms. You can vary the rep scheme however you like, so do 2 on one side, 2 on the other, however you want to do it. This is a great exercise for anyone who has a hard time building that mind-muscle connection with their lats, and it's a great exercise to implement into your lat workout. Number 2 on the list is the one arm side pull down. Now, this exercise is very similar to the first one in the way the mechanics of it work. What you're going to do is give your arm a slight bend. You're going to sit side saddle on the lat pull down. As you can see, my opposite side arm is grabbing onto the machine just so I can stabilize myself. All we're going to do is focus on contracting the lat as we pull down our elbow, keeping that arm completely stiff, pulling the elbow down like we're trying to pull it into our hip, letting it come all the way back up, getting a good big stretch on the lat, and just repeating over and over again. Again, this is a great exercise for anybody who has a hard time mindfully contracting their lats, which is something for most beginners they have a hard time doing. Same thing with the chest pec pop that you see all the celebrities doing in the movies. Similar to the lats, it's very hard to flex your lats and engage them, so this is a great exercise. Both the first one and this one are great for people who are trying to isolate their lats and learn how to use them correctly. Number 3 is the modified V-bar pull down. Now, I say it's a modified V-bar because we're not actually using a V-bar here. We're using 2 handles. What we're going to do is sit backwards on this machine, and this is just so we can get a little bit of a bigger arch in our back, but having the machine there to cushion us so we don't lean back, so just our upper body can move backwards. All you're going to do is pull down on the handles, driving with your elbows to separate the handles at the bottom, so you can basically squeeze out a little bit more range of motion on this exercise, making it a great alternative to the regular V-bar pull down, which you could also do as well. The difference with this one is obviously you don't have the knee attachment, so you have to control your entire body weight, trying to keep yourself still in that seat, mindfully contracting the lats. You're going to have to go a little bit lighter than this on your traditional V-bar pull down, but it's a great one to implement just because that extra range of motion makes all the world of a difference. So give this one a try. I'm sure you will like it. Number 4 on the list is the lying easy bar pullover. Now, this exercise can obviously be performed with a dumbbell or whatever kind of weight you feel comfortable with, but the good part about the easy bar is it allows you to manipulate your grip and make sure that it's not completely awkward for you. So you'll actually see me adjust my grip just a few times. It's been a long time since I've done this exercise, but it's actually a great one. And eventually you kind of find that place where your shoulder flexibility allows you to get behind your head and come over the top correctly. Now, what I like to do is keep my arms at a slight bend here, because if you go too straight, it puts too much tension on the shoulders, and all you're going to do is act your whole arm as a lever. So the arm's still on both sides, nice and tight, slight bend. All we're going to do is try to mindfully, again, drive those elbows over our body. Now, you don't have to go super far in this exercise to the point where it's coming over your stomach. Make sure you stop right around your chest. That is the most effective area to do that. And what you want to do is just make sure you're contracting the lat. So if you feel like you're not, it's probably because you're extending your elbows and activating your triceps. And if you feel like you're having a hard time with your shoulder flexibility, that is something you can improve on entirely separate to the exercise. That way you're able to perform this one easily and correctly. So make sure you add this one into your routine if you need some variety in your lat workout. Number 5 on the list is the TRX Shotgun Pull-up. The reason it's called a shotgun is because if you look at the way my wrists are moving and my arm is turning in, so basically you start with your hands completely pronated, and as you pull in, you're going to turn it more into an underhand pull-up, which will basically mean your hands are supinated by the time you get to the top, and you're going to undo that on the way back down. The great part about this exercise is the fact that you can actually control the difficulty by pushing through your heels. So as you start the exercise, you can completely make your whole body dead weight. And as you start to fatigue, you can push through your heels to kind of give you that extra push in order to pull you up. So it's a great exercise if you have a hard time doing traditional pull-ups and you don't have an assisted pull-up machine, or if you don't have assistance bands or anything like that. You can actually push through your heels on this one and pull yourself up as much as you possibly need to in order to burn out the lat and the muscles. So Obviously, when you walk up to the machine, you're going to pull the handles up as high as they can possibly go. Now, you can modify this based on your limb length and your height. It's going to vary, but when you sit down, you want your arms to be fully extended. That way you can do a full range of motion pull-up. All right, guys, I want you to perform these after your heavier, more explosive movements. So if you're doing this on your back day or your pull day, let's say, it can be after your deadlifts. If you perform deadlifts, it can be after your pull-up, and it can be after any explosive rowing movement you have, whether it's a pen lay row, a power row, a T-bar row. Do your heavy exercises first. So in order to maximize the effectiveness of these exercises, make sure you perform about 2 to 3 exercises for 2 to 4 sets each. You want to perform about 8 to 12 repetitions, which is going to keep it in that muscle building rep range. And you want to do this about 2 times per week. 1 time is a bare minimum. And if you're going to do it 1 time per week, make sure you do more exercises and more sets of each, but keep the repetitions exactly the same. So I hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more top 5 videos coming from us, because we have plenty of ideas. And if you have any ideas, make sure you leave them in the comments down below. If this video helped you in any way, make sure to throw it a thumbs up. We appreciate the support that you guys have been giving us this whole time as our channel keeps growing, and we're hitting that 100K mark soon, hopefully. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.
Together we got power.